In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a faceless channel and a faceless YouTube video for a particular niche. Now, in this example, I'm going to be creating a niche that's like a story channel that teaches about philosophy and philosophical stories and things like that. But this is something you could apply to different faceless channels. Now, you may wonder, why am I on the camera if I'm talking about faceless YouTube? I think it's important to know who you learn from, but what I'm going to teach in this video is actually something where you don't need to appear on camera. You don't need special equipment. You don't need technical skills or anything like that. And I'm going to break it all down for you. Now, I'm going to break this into two parts. So this is part one, and this is where we're going to set up the channel. And then part two is actually going to where I create the video and show you exactly step by step how to do the video. So I'd encourage you to watch this one because you will learn some great stuff in this video as well. But if you want to skip ahead to the other one, I'll link to it in the cards. So you should see that in the cards right now. So let's get into it. So I'm going to assume you have a YouTube channel right now. And let's say you just wanted to create a different channel because you can have up to 50 YouTube channels on one account. So I'm not going to build it in this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings. You'll see I'm logged in, and then you can go to add or manage your channels. At this point, what you can do is you can see the different channels that this account has created, and there's two. So I can create a third one here, and I'm going to create a channel. Okay. So we're going to ask ChatGPT for what's a good name for this channel. So give me 10 ideas for a YouTube channel about ancient philosophical stories and parables. So it's going to go and give me some of these ideas, and then I can read them and come up with one that I like. So I'm going to go with this one, Wisdom Tales. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type this in my channel name. It's going to be whatever you want. This is not your slug, your URL. You need to have 100 subscribers for that. So you can basically name it whatever you want. So you're creating a new account with its own settings, your own watch history. So now you need to verify your code. I'm going to do that and then move on to the next step. So now that we've got that verified, we'll see we're in the new channel here, and we'll actually have to switch to it. All right, so here it is, Ancient Wisdom, Parables, and Stories. And it's really important to customize your channel because these are really important factors for a young channel getting started. You want to have a profile picture. You want to customize the channel. This not only helps make it more attractive to the user, but it also helps YouTube understand what this channel is about. So we're going to customize this channel, and you should do this with any channel that you have. So we'll pop into YouTube Studio here. So now, some things you can't do until you actually upload a video. So I can't put a channel trailer or anything like that in, but you can have some different featured sections here. And again, that's going to make more sense when I have more videos. Now for branding, I definitely recommend doing a profile picture. So for that, I'm going to use a free tool called Night Cafe. And we've jumped over here and I've said, portrait profile of a friendly, wise Chinese monk with a white background. The first one was a little darker background. This is a little bit lighter background, and I'll just adjust this a little bit more. Background, and let's see if I can get him smiling. And I'll click create. All right. So that's a good one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download this image. Then what I can do is when it comes to the channel customization, I can click upload here. So this will let me zoom in a little bit and crop because I really just want the face to be as big as possible. And then boom, there's my channel image. Okay. That's definitely something to do. A video watermark is not so important, but definitely a banner image is important, right? So to do that, we're going to go over to ChatGPT, and the easiest thing to do is to just search for a YouTube channel banner, and then we're going to find one that we like. Okay. Minimal one. This one's probably not minimal enough. Let's go with this one. Okay. So I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to remove that. And then I'm going to change this text here to our channel name. So Ancient Wisdom, Parables, and Story. And then just to add a little bit of fun to it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little icon in here. We'll drag this one in here, and that looks pretty good. So this just gives people some context about what your channel's about, and it's something they'll see if they go see the About page. So I'm going to download this. What you should do is, yes, I've got it named Ancient Wisdom here, and you can name each of the files. If you have different pages, you can name them here. YouTube cover. This is just going to make it easier to find your designs later on. So at this point, I'm going to upload this. Not all this is viewable on the desktop. So you see how that comes out of the frame a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just adjust that. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of this stuff is, I'm just going to leave blank, because essentially it doesn't always show up on different devices, right? So I'll move that over a bit, and then I'm going to move the tree and just shrink that. So that should be good. Then I'm going to download that again. And I'm going to click cancel here, and I upload the new one. All right, and then it all fits in, so that looks perfect. And done. Okay, so now you're going to click publish, and that's going to make those changes live. All right, and now when you view the channel, you're going to see what it looks like. And this is the temporary slug of it. Once you get to 100 subscribers, you're going to be able to customize that part of it. And yeah, let's see what this looks like. All right, so it looks pretty good. The profile picture will show up. Sometimes that takes a while to show up, so it will show in there. But we're still going to go through and customize this channel a little bit. And again, we're going to ask ChatGPT for help in doing that. All right, so that's under the basic info, ancient parallels and wisdom. And you'll be able to change this. It looks like you can actually change that right away. You don't need to have 100 subscribers. And they have ancient wisdom parables. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to click publish. Okay. Now, for some tools, you will use this channel URL, and this doesn't change. So you can just keep that as it is. And of course, I would encourage you to put your email address here, because then people will be able to contact you. That's going to be important for brand deals later on. And you will be surprised how many brand deals you can get just from a channel or a YouTube channel, Faceless YouTube channel. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT to write the description. So you can just copy and paste this whole section in here, and then you'll be able to customize it. Now this is a little bit long, so we're going to make it a little bit shorter. So now we're going to click publish, and then we go to the channel. This is what it's going to look like. That looked pretty good just for using free tools. And again, you can use a free template on Canva. You don't need to have the pro version like I do. And all this is being generated from the free version of ChatGPT. So also on the customization in the settings, there are a couple things that you want to set about. You can set your country of residence, and I'm going to put Canada, and you can set your keywords here, right? Typically what I use is a tool called TubeBuddy for that, but let's just ask ChatGPT 20 good keyword phrases for this channel. So there you go. You can take that and put it in here to get you started. This is great because this is going to give you a lot of different ideas. So this is basically going to give you some ideas where you can just keep it very focused, your channel, on different things like the Taoist Farmer and the 3 questions from Leo Tolstoy. I actually have a kid's book that talks about the 3 questions. So as you can see here, this gives you some great ideas for asking for different stories that you can create. And then the other thing you can do is just say, give me 25 more ideas, just like those. And we have a whole bunch of different ideas. So now you don't need to worry about what kind of content you're going to create. Now you've got everything set up and you can just go through and start creating the content. So for the keywords, what I would put is I would definitely take the time to fill this up to the full 500 character length with some different keywords. Parables of Confucius, and you can fill that out with a lot of different options. Now, I would also go through and in the settings as well, customize your upload defaults. So typically what I will do is I will put something here, chapters and 3 hashtags, just to remind me, and then I take that part out. But what I do on my own channels is I'll actually write a description with links that are very related to the topic. And so this will be at the bottom of my description every time. And then I just add the part that's related to the video at the top. So I'm going to have a consistent message at the bottom, which has links, and maybe I'll direct people to related resources or maybe an affiliate program or something like that. And then I'll also set the visibility to unlisted. So all my videos go up unlisted. I can check it, make sure that the thumbnail and everything is ready, and then go on to the next step. So I would set up your upload defaults as well and a message here. And the other great thing about that is later on when you have 40 or 50 or 100 videos, you can bulk change all this message. So if you have this whole message the same and you want to update it, as you will, then you'll be able to change that all at once, which is a really nice thing to do as well. Save you a ton of time. So that's what I would encourage you to do when you're setting up your channel. So now we've got the channel set up. How about the video? How do you do the video? We'll get to that in the next video, and there'll be a link to that video in the cards. But before you do that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Click the bell notification icon because that's where you're going to get notified when I'm adding new videos and teaching you about new concepts that you can use to create faceless YouTube channels. Because let's face it, faceless YouTube is a lot of potential, but there's a lot of different ways to do it. So I'm going to be sharing lots of different strategies and tips and tricks with you. All right. As always, check the link in the description. I'll have more links to resources down there, and I'll see you in the next video.